Was this film worth all the hype and controversy surrounding it? Find out in my latest review of The Hunt. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, and today I am reviewing Blumhouse Universal's latest horror release called The Hunt. Alright, so this is a part of Universal and basically everybody's new kind of home premiere plan. So basically right now you can rent The Hunt on any kind of digital streaming rental platforms like Vudu, Amazon Prime. You can rent it for $20 and you have it to watch for 48 hours. That price point was a little high for my liking, but I went ahead and got it because, you know, I really wanted to see it. So as you all know, and I'll get into this in a second, let me run down the premise for you real quick. The movie is directed by Craig Zobel and is written by Damon Lindelof. It also stars Betty Gilpin and Ike Barinholtz as 12 strangers wake up in a clearing, not knowing where they are or how they got there. They find themselves being hunted by far-off spectators. So guys, there was a lot of controversy surrounding the release of this film. It was scheduled to release last year, around I think September 27th, 2019, and it was pulled because of the shootings that went on in Dayton and El Paso, what I believe are the two shootings that kind of caused this to be pulled from theaters. And that created a lot of controversy because a lot of people, you know, to be honest, yes, the shootings are serious and we should all take them seriously, but there are a lot of movies that feature killings and gun violence of this type and this magnitude. So why was The Hunt the one that was being targeted? So anyway, it was pulled off the shelf and it was released again into theaters on March 13th. The dreaded box office weekend of, it was kind of coronavirus was reaching its peak in the public consciousness, and the movie only grossed $6 million. So in light of all the theaters shutting down, they released this on VOD home release, which was a good idea for this type of movie. Now, one thing I will say, after watching the film, and you can take this as you will, but I don't really understand why it was pulled. Yes, it's violent, yes, it's gory, but to put things in comparison with another film that was released around the same time, a month before this one was supposed to come out, called Ready or Not, I really didn't see the difference between the two. And why was this one pulled and this one was not? Because I believe Ready or Not came out around the same time of the shootings as well. And what I've come up with here is this movie is very over-politicized. Okay, and I believe that this is of direct consequence to the political views of this film, which, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what they are. The movie very obviously, on a surface level, paints the conservatives in a positive light because that's the heroes of the film. Those are the protagonists, and the liberal elite are the villains. They're the ones that are hunting the conservatives. So right there from the start, you kind of have your side and your point of view and what you think that the filmmakers are trying to portray themselves as. But then as the movie progresses and goes on, you find that this is really a type of political satire, thriller, horror. It's a lot of things in one. And what you find as you go on is this movie is making fun of and making light of both sides. It's just that the conservatives are the good guys and the liberals are the bad guys. That's what but it really kind of makes fun of both as you go on. But to be honest, like, it feels like a message heavy movie also, and it's trying to get across a message of some kind, and it's hard to really figure out what that message is. And as a result, it kind of feels a little disjointed, a little incoherent as far as tone, and just like, it's a political satire, but what is it satirizing? Is it just poking fun at everybody, or does it have a clear-cut message? And that's where I think the film kind of falls apart in on itself a little bit. But, you know, the movie's written by Damon Lindelof, and he's done a lot of great things. He's done writing on Lost. He's done a show that I love on HBO called The Leftovers. So I think that they were aiming for this to be much smarter than it actually was. and it just didn't land on this aspect. So, but taking the political satire, the politics, all that stuff out of it, this is a really fun and engaging horror thriller. Like, it's, to be honest, like, as a movie, I enjoyed it more, and I use this as a comparison because the movie is kind of similar, just in tone and how it operates, but I liked it better than Ready or Not, to be honest. I thought it was a better made film. The kills were a lot better. Like, this movie has some great kills. If you're a horror fan like I am, right from the beginning, this movie kicks off with a bang. Like, it throws you into the situation and it just starts moving. It starts doing things. There's some shocking things that happen. There's some character deaths that you don't see coming. And there's a lot of twists and turns along the way. And you kind of know what's going on, but then you don't. And then they turn a lot of things on their head as they go. And it's really fun, and it's engaging, and it leads to a pretty great showdown at the end between the main character, Betty Gilpin, and, you know, not to spoil, but she's on the main poster. You know she's probably going to make it to the end. But between Betty Gilpin and another actress that I won't name, and if you know the credits and stuff, you can probably figure it out, but they paint it as a surprise in the movie, so I'm going to leave it as a surprise here. But it's a pretty great showdown at the end between the two, and I really enjoyed it. As far as Betty Gilpin, she's fantastic in the movie. She gives this really badass, but also weird and awkward performance that I think just works for this type of movie. And she was fantastic in the film. There's also some great supporting performances. You have Ike Barinholtz in this movie, and he does a really great job. Emma Roberts in this movie, she does a great job as well. There's I can't remember the guy's name. He was on a show with Jason Lee back in the day. My Name is Earl. He was also in Mallrats. He was the guy that couldn't see the. He used to be a bigger guy. Now he's kind of fit and in shape and stuff. He's in it, and he's great. You know, everybody in this movie. Oh, the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in this movie. He's great. Like, everybody performs so good. The writing is a little kind of overdone, I think, and that kind of leads into the political aspects of it. It's a little overdone. It's a little on the nose for these characters, but it works with the film. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed the movie. I do recommend you check it out. I don't know if I can recommend it at the $20 price point because I was a little on the fence about it. But definitely when this film finally comes down to rent, I would definitely recommend checking it out or buying a physical copy of it if it comes down. But I don't know if I can recommend $20 just to rent. Maybe if it was $15, maybe. But if you were going to go see this movie anyway, you take your significant other, your date, your friend, whatever, $20 would be worth it, right? And, you know, that's just what we all just have to kind of change our mindset when it comes to viewing films right now because of the situation that we're in. And, you know, most of the time, couples go to a movie, you're going to spend $30 to $35, $40 when counting in all the concessions and everything. So it honestly might be worth it. So, but I really enjoyed the movie. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm also planning to review this movie on my Instagram page, so go ahead and check that out. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Midlevel Movie Reviews and at Midlevel Media, where I post new Blu-rays that are coming out and all that good stuff, movie reviews. And you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and like this video. All the likes will help me out. Just click that button. It takes a second, less than a second, just to click that like button, please, and help me out. Go ahead and comment below if you've watched this movie and what are your thoughts on it, and we'll see you next time.